Well, hello. Welcome once again to the Ferguson household in quarantine edition, where the days are long and the months are years. We are at the end of a very long day, and we decided to do a fun thing followed by a short devotion for you. This one actually has a message attached, so that's exciting. We have Elijah here with us. Our hair cutting places are not open, but doesn't he look nice? We are going to do the Chubby Bunny challenge. We have not done this with youth group because I'm a mom and I'm afraid of people choking. Elijah is here to assist in counting. This is part of your school for the week.
Homeschool.
Number one teacher. Elijah's going to help us keep track, and we already have more cheeks than cheeks, so this is going to be an interesting, fun thing for us to do. There's a possibility our daughter might come in and steal the show.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, so we each take one and put it in our mouth and say Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
So the goal is to who can put as many, the most marshmallows in your mouth and still say Chubby Bunny.
Keep track of counting, okay?
Ready?
Okay.
1. Oh, come on.
Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny.
Can you chew them?
No!
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna get gross.
No.
Did you chew?
You can't. No.
You just what? You just did what?
You can't.
You just did what?
Okay.
Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny. Don't choke. Oh, man.
I feel like I'm at my max already.
No, these are big marshmallows.
My mouth
Okay,
is
do
so
it.
small.
What? Say the number.
What's our number? What are we on?
Okay.
Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny.
It sounded like you said mommy Chinese.
The number. Say the word.
More.
Okay. I might win. Chubby Bunny. Chubby
Mom, say it.
No. No.
Maybe chewing is the best idea.
I hope I didn't get that on video.
No.
Well, James wins.
But baby.
My small mouth. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
But
Sorry.
I could.
Alright.
Sorry we dropped
Chubby
you.
Bunny.
Hey, I want to say something.
Okay.
I won this time. Okay.
James wins. I didn't. Okay, I'm going to dismiss the boys so I can actually say my devotional to you guys.
Do we get 4? Is that how we max out? 4.
I couldn't do it. Well, thank you guys for enduring our challenge. I hope you didn't see me spit.
I just
Um,
entrance.
So they're gonna go upstairs, and I'm gonna have the room to myself for 5 minutes. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I struggle with, that maybe you struggle with, and especially right now, many people are dealing with, even if they've never dealt with it before, and that's anxiety. When I was thinking about this challenge, and we had gotten the marshmallows a little bit ago, and we were gonna do it, and I was kind of thinking about like the choking hazard, and how like I never want to do this in youth group because I don't want anybody to get hurt, and and how every so often I have these keywords that kind of click in my mind when I am thinking about the Bible, or I'm thinking about real life, and it can kind of like keep them together. So when I think about choking, I immediately think of the parable of the sower, which is Matthew 13. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I encourage you to go and read that. But basically what's happening is Jesus is talking about how his message is, he's kind of throwing it out to all these different people. And everybody is kind of taking it and responding in their own way. And so he refers to it as like seeds. So he basically says, like, I'm throwing out all these seeds, and some of them are landing on rocks, and some of them are landing on soil, and some of them are, weeds come up and they get choked. And that's the one that I want to talk about tonight. And so in Matthew 13:22, Jesus is basically sharing what the parable of the sower means to his disciples and to all those who are listening. And he says, The seed falling among the thorns refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, making it unfruitful. So, the worries of this life, and when I think about anxiety and, the last thing that I want is for the worries of this life to choke my faith. And, maybe you're like me, where you're, kind of taking those worries like marshmallows and shoving them in your face, and, your mouth is getting so full, and you're like, I just can't handle this anymore, and you're just kind of like getting to the point where it's getting to be too much and too much and too much. There's hope for us. And for that, we're going to turn to 1 Peter 5:7. It's a very simple verse. I'm not going to turn my pages because I can just read it to you from memory. And it says, "Cast your cares on him because he cares for you." And so this is Peter talking, and he is basically saying, cast your cares on Jesus because he cares for you. It's fun to think about Peter being a fisherman, because when he says to cast your cares, he's literally saying like you cast a fishing net, or when like you cast out into the waters to gather the fish, and so it's basically like throw it, toss them, toss your cares on God because he cares for you. And I think that it just means so much to know that we can cast our cares on God, and that he does care for us, and that he will take those, and instead of us shoving them into our mouths and choking ourselves with anxiety and the worries of this world, we can instead throw them at Jesus, and he will grab them and take them off of us. And he does that because he loves us and he cares for us, and he is powerful and mighty to save us. And he can also carry us through whatever we're going through. So I hope that's encouraging to you tonight. Hope you enjoyed watching us shove our already full cheeks with marshmallows. And if you can hear things going on upstairs, things are getting ready for bedtime, so that's what's happening here. So I better go and participate in that. And in the meantime, until I see you guys again, God bless you. I'm praying for you, and I love you, and I care for you too. So I will see you guys later. Thanks.